What's happening, everybody? This is a quick video on how to find the volume of a prism. So the volume of a prism, remember, a prism has two congruent bases. In this case, I have a trapezoid on the top, this pink trapezoid, and then this dark blue trapezoid on the bottom. So those are the two bases, and then they're separated by the distance between the two bases, which is the height. So this could be oriented in whatever way, we want. It could be turned sideways, it could be whatever. It's not necessarily oriented in such a way that the solid sits on its base. In this case, it does. The formula to find the volume of any of any prism is the area of the base times the height. Okay, so the key part of that is that capital letter B stands for the area of the base, or the base area. So depending on the shape that we are looking at, in this case it's a trapezoid. If it was a circle, the base area formula would be pi r squared. If it was a triangular prism, it would be 1/2 of the base times the height. If it was, let's say, a rectangle, it would be base times height. Okay, and then in this case, since it's a trapezoid, the area of the base is 1/2 of base 1 plus base 2 times the height. So that is the average of the bases times the height. Okay, so we're looking down here. Let's call this base 2. And we'll call this one base 1. And since the bases are in a prism, they're congruent. So then we know if we move up to the pink trapezoid, this distance is 18 and this is 12, staying with the same formula. Okay, now this height right here in particular is green. Okay, so that's this distance between the two bases. So the way to solve a problem like this, if you're finding the volume of a prism or a cylinder, so you first have to analyze the base. This is a trapezoid, so we need to find the area of the trapezoid, okay, and multiply that by the distance between the two trapezoids. In this case, it is 8. So then the formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. And then hanging out here on the end is that 8 still. So don't forget the 8 still in the game. So 1/2, we called base 1 12. We called base 2 18. The height of the trapezoid is this brown dashed line, that's 4. Now that's different than the height from this formula. This height is the distance between the two congruent bases. This happens to be the height of the trapezoid, so we can find this flat surface, this area of this base. So the 8's still on the end there. Okay, so make sure you take some time to process that. So then I use my order of operations. 1/2 of 30 times 4 times 8. So you can kind of see what's going to happen here. So if I do 1/2 of 30, let's just take that. I'll do 15 times 4 times 8. So 15 times 4 times 8. 480 is the volume. And then whatever the units are, if it's inches, then since you multiplied inches times inches times inches, that would be inches cubed, or cubic inches.